Talofa and Gilda everyone. My name is Perise, and today I'll be critically evaluating AI-generated recruitment and selection methods for the sales associate role at Lockadee Travel Retail based at Auckland Duty Free. In this presentation, I'll begin by explaining the organizational and job context, followed by the recruitment and selection methods generated by AI. The main focus will be my critical evaluation using HR, theory, and research. I'll then propose improvements and finish with a reflection on the strengths and limitations of using AI in HR decision making. Lockadee Travel Retail is a global travel retail company operating duty-free and specialty stores in airports worldwide. At Auckland International Airport, the environment is high volume, fast-paced, and heavily regulated due to aviation security and customs requirements. Customers come from all over the world, which means staff must navigate cultural differences, language barriers, and fluctuating passenger flows depending on flight schedules. This context places strong demands on customer service, accuracy, and resilience. As a sales associate, my daily tasks include serving international travelers, processing duty-free transactions, recommending products, restocking shelves, and meeting sales KPIs. During peak flight times, the workload increases significantly, and we often manage multiple customers at once. There are also informal expectations not written in the job description, such as emotional labor, staying calm with stressed travelers, maintaining energy during long shifts, and working efficiently under time pressure. These realities shaped what effective recruitment and selection should look like. This job requires strong interpersonal skills, fast decision making, accuracy with customs roles, and the ability to work in a multicultural environment. Because of this, recruitment and selection methods must assess real behavior, not just personality traits. Context is essential. Generic methods won't identify the right candidates. I used Microsoft Copilot, which generated one recruitment method and two selection methods. The recruitment method was a sick job advertisement targeted at retail and hospitality workers. The selection methods were number one, a structured behavior interview, and number two, a customer service role play work sample. I've attached the prompts and AI output as required. Starting with the recruitment method, the sick job advertisement. Strengths: the AI-generated ad had good reach for the New Zealand labour market and clearly described the basic duties. This supports person-job fit, and attracts applicants with retail experience. However, there were several weaknesses. The ad was generic and lacked a realistic job preview, which research shows is essential for reducing turnover. It didn't mention emotional labor, peak hour pressure, or airport-specific requirements such as security checks and compliance. This means applicants may underestimate the demands of the role. According to recruitment theory, effective recruitment must communicate both the appealing and challenging aspects of the job, and AI failed to do this. To improve the recruitment method, I would add a short video showing the real store environment, include airport-specific constraints such as shift patterns and security requirements, highlight team culture and customer diversity, and use targeted social media ads to reach multilingual candidates, and add realistic job preview elements such as describing peak flight rushes. These improvements align with research showing that RJBs increase retention and help applicants self-select based on fit. Next, the structured behavior interview. Strengths: behavior interviews have strong predictive validity because past behavior is a good indicator of future performance. They also reduce bias when structured with scoring rubrics. Weaknesses: AI's interview questions were generic and not tailored to the airport environment. They didn't assess critical competencies like handling stressed travelers, managing multiple customers, and understanding duty-free regulations. Behavioral interviews alone also cannot test speed or accuracy, which are essential for this role. This shows that while AI understands the concept of behavior interviews, it lacks contextual depth. The second method was a customer service roleplay. Work samples have some of the highest predictive validity because they simulate real job tasks. They allow assessors to observe communication skills, emotional regulation, and problem solving. Weaknesses: AI's scenario was too simple and didn't reflect real airport pressures. There was no time constraint, no difficult customer behavior, and no product knowledge component. To be effective, work samples must mirror the actual job demands. To strengthen the selection process, for interviews, add situational questions involving time pressure, include culture competence questions, and use structured scoring rubrics tied to competencies. For work samples, add a timed scenario with multiple customers, include a product recommendation task, and add an accuracy test for duty-free allowances. This improvements increase predictive validity, fairness, and job relevance. Reflecting on the use of AI. What AI did well. It generated structured methods quickly and used appropriate HR terminology. It provided a useful starting point. What AI did poorly. It produced generic content and lacked understanding of the airport environment. It missed emotional labor, cultural diversity, and workload realities. It also overestimated the usefulness of simple interviews. Missing human judgment. AI cannot understand team culture, informal expectations, or the emotional demands of customer-facing work. It also cannot evaluate fairness, ethics, or organizational fit. Would I rely on AI? AI is helpful for drafting ideas, but I would not rely on AI for real hiring decisions. Human judgment is essential for ensuring fairness, contextual accuracy, and alignment with organizational culture. In conclusion, while AI can generate basic recruitment and selection methods, it lacks the contextual understanding needed for high-pressure, customer-facing roles like duty-free retail. By applying HR theory, we can identify weaknesses and make improvements that increase validity, fairness, and job fit. Ultimately, AI should support, not replace, human HR professionals. Before I finish, here are the key academic sources that informed my evaluation. I've included foundational research on recruitment, realistic job reviews, structured interviews, and the predictive validity of selection methods. These references support the theoretical concepts I've applied throughout the presentation, including person-job fit, interview structure, work sample validity, and the importance of realistic job information in reducing turnover. All references are formatted in ABA 7th edition as required by the assessment. And that brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I hope this evaluation has shown not only how AI can support HR processes, but also why human judgment, contextual understanding, and ethical decision-making remain essential in recruitment and selection. Ngā mihi, thank you.